You found your way to Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. What we do here is provide the best. We believe in discussion, debate, and analysis from bloggers, broadcasters, and writers across the nation, covering all the Power 5 teams. You get analysis from myself, currently working on schedule rankings and record projections for every team in the Power 5 for 2019, plus just wrapped up spring practice, of course, across the nation. We've got reports from 32 teams, multiple reports, probably 100 videos, 7,000 total. It's all right there for you to dig in. We got the Wholesome One on the line, one of our main Miami contributors. Please join him on his YouTube channel, The Wholesome One, HOLSUM, the number one, The Wholesome One, for Miami football breakdown. All right, so I mentioned off the top, Dwayne, that I dropped that dirty word, expectations, because they run high at a program like Miami, and especially when you have a coaching change and you believe that your team has underachieved based on its talent with the previous coaching regime. There was a bit of a disparity between Cam last night. Cam Underwood, State of the U. For those that did not catch the live stream last night, I would encourage you, for anybody out there that did not catch the live stream that we did on Wednesday night with Cam Underwood from State of the U, and also Alonzo Oliver just dropped in from Alonzo 1219. Check it out. You will be entertained. I certainly was. Everybody on the live chat certainly was. So check it out. There was a discrepancy there because Zoe was thinking that the Manny Diaz factor in taking the best talent in the division and not having a Clemson on the schedule would convert to a 12-0 season. Cam was a little bit more reserved and hesitant to go that far. I think he's believing 2 to 3 losses is a good season. What are your expectations?
I'm right in the middle. I am right in the middle. I only see one loss on our schedule, whether that be to one of the rivals, as in the University of Florida opening game of the season, or to, I don't really see that loss to Florida State. I really, really don't. So the only other loss I would see is maybe we get a slip up with coming off of a big win, beating Florida. Maybe we go in on Mac Brown's return to UNC, and we don't have our heads together, and maybe we lose at UNC, or maybe a loss to that Virginia. You know, I don't know why Virginia and UNC always play us so tough. You would think when you read the names, of course, Miami, one of the biggest football cities in the world, should be way better than Virginia, and that's no disrespect to the DMV because they have a lot of good talent. Or North Carolina, but for some reason, those two programs, when they play the University of Miami, they play us really, really tough. The reason why I lean towards maybe just one L as opposed to two is because of the simple fact that, yes, we have a new first-time head coach. And maybe there's things that he hasn't done yet, as opposed to knowing when to use those timeouts. I understand that those timeouts don't roll over. You know, maybe if a team's driving on us, maybe you just want to call a quick timeout to calm the defense down a little bit and get the team to rile up together, get them to rally back, and then just head them back on the field. Because you know, first half timeouts are not as important as second half timeouts. Or, you know, maybe he's using those second half timeouts way too early to try to calm everyone down or to stop the bleeding. You know, just how to manage an entire team as opposed to half the team. You're responsible for all three parts of a team now. You're responsible for offense, defense, special teams. Of course, you have your coordinators and things of that nature who are over there, but you're over them. So when things don't work out for the program, or someone's not doing well, or someone says something in the media, well, they're going to come to you because you are now the head man. It is all under your umbrella. And I'm not saying that Manny Diaz can't do that, and I'm not saying that I don't believe that he can. But those are some of the things that I would think about as to, yeah, maybe there's one loss somewhere on this schedule. As I continuously say all the time, and even you have admitted to thinking this the same time, is the University of Miami, when you look at the Coastal, one of the worst divisions in college football, we're always the most talented on the side, but are we going to do the things required to be the champion of our side year in and year out? And the answer to that up until this point is no. We've only done it one time in 15 years, so there's a lot of things that we need to get under control. And I think Manny Diaz would do a great job because he saw what was wrong. He brought in an offensive coordinator who is a former head coach of Central Michigan for 5 years. And he will be able to sit and talk about, okay, what are some things I should do, some of the things that I shouldn't do? When and where should I do these things? And I'm excited to see what Manny Diaz is going to do.
So as I mentioned elsewhere, I'm ranking all the schedules in the Power 5. So that's 70 teams. It goes all the way up to number 1. I start, of course, at the bottom and work my way up. I'm at number 68. Need to release that sometime today. Miami does not have a brutal schedule. They have a competitive schedule. They play in a weak division, but it's not necessarily the worst in college football, but it's arguably the worst in college football. They play Louisville on the other side, which was the worst team in the conference last year. They play Florida State, who went 5-7 last year, should be, I would hope, a 7 or 8 win team this coming season. They, of course, play a top 10 to 15 team in the nation in Florida, but the other 3 non-conference games are nothing to write home about. So the schedule is not deplorable, but it's fairly weak. So my schedule ranking is going to be coming up for Miami fairly soon with my record projection as well. Not my final prediction, but my projection at this point. So I will not expound on my expectations for Miami football, but people can stay tuned, and it's coming your way fairly soon. Dwayne Holloway on the line, the Wholesome One. Please check out his YouTube channel, and of course, lock it in here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, for the best debate, discussion, and analysis. All right, sir. I think we've covered a lot of ground. I appreciate you stopping by. You're always welcome. You know that.
Of course. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mark. And just a little shout out to me. I have reached the 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Mark. I am super excited. I achieved that on the 30th, April 30th. So that was my goal, was to get it done before May 1st, and I got it done. So
that is tremendous. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You have been a huge part of that. So just wanted to put that in there.
Well, I hope I've helped along the way. You've certainly helped me. It was my goal to get to 10,000 by May 1st. I didn't quite hit it, but I should get there in the next 7 or 8 days, something in that range based on my pace. So we need about 160, and I typically pick up about 500 to 600 to 700 a month. So we should be there fairly soon. So, yeah, I got to come up with a good idea on how to celebrate 10,000. So if you come up with any great ideas, certainly pass them my way.
Okay. Wonderful.
All right, Wholesome One, we appreciate it. You have a great day. And, of course, we'll talk Canes very soon.
All righty. Have a great day, guys. Go Canes.